Alrighty, guys. Welcome. Welcome to episode 4 of the Machine Army live stream. Today, it is just me, Al. Unfortunately, Dennison could not make it today. He has some things in real life that he's got to tend to. So, there's a bit of flooding in his local area at the moment, and he's one of those good Samaritans that lends a hand to the less fortunate, which is awesome. So I wish him all the best today and over the next couple of days while they cleaning up and helping out those who are less fortunate around them. That's awesome, man. Big pat on the back for that, Dennison. But we'll make sure that we catch up with you on the next one. I don't have my wingman today, which means my guest today is probably going to have to take a little bit of the reins in terms of chitty-chatting while I do some stuff in the background for all of our viewers and our listeners in terms of the giveaways and collecting whams and things like that. In saying that, I've got a really cool guest. I tried to get him on for the last show, but he said no, not in a rude way, but just in a busy way, which is awesome. Special guest, Chased Here, guys. Chased Here is a mod on the Machine Army Discord team, and he's been around for a while. He's pretty liked from what I can tell. But welcome, mate.
Yes.
Welcome, Chased. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, everybody.
Good to hear from you,
I hope
mate.
everyone's doing well.
Yeah. It's the first time we've actually, it's not the first time you've heard my voice, but it's the first time I've heard your voice. But we've been interacting for months. So it's always a little bit. It's nice. It's nice to put a voice to the name.
Yeah, well, this is mine.
This is mine. Very good.
This is mine.
Excellent. Mate, what's been going on? Tell us what's been happening the past couple of weeks.
What hasn't been going on? Let's see. I mean, for one thing, I've been very busy with life and work.
As we are. Yep.
But I've been paying attention to what's been going on with Machine Army and keeping up what I can.
Yep.
And man, a lot been going on around here too.
Okay. All right. Yep.
So I think we all know that there have been a lot of new releases.
Yep. There's been lots of releases actually the past couple of weeks. I was sort of thinking when I was starting up this stream, I'm going, well, am I going to have enough content for an episode every couple of weeks? Chase here has echoes. Okay.
Oh.
Keep talking for me, Chase. I'm going to try to sort that out for you, mate. 1 second. Oh, okay. Actually, here we go. If you could do a quick check 1 2 for me, guys. Let me know in the chat if you can. If he's still got that echo.
Am I still echoing, guys? Everything good?
How's that sound?
Good?
I have made a slight adjustment on my end.
Echoes.
Perfect. There we go. Thank you, Anlust. Thank you for the feedback. Thanks, Shook One, and thank you, Cupid is cool. So lots of releases the past couple of weeks. Hey, if I quickly go off of them off the top of my head, we've had the Bot Machine release, which is the mining-only machine that has a max rarity of Legendary, which I think would come in really super handy for quite a lot of users who want to just have a dedicated bot that they don't have to sort of chop and change between mining and war or missions and quests, that they can sort of just leave. They can just leave at mining, which is really cool. And he's kind of cute. He's kind of cute, which is pretty cool. So another one that we've had is the ZK33 machine, which is the 4th OG machine, which is pretty cool as well. I know everyone was really super excited when that got released not too long ago. And then we've had a whole bunch of upgrading / blending for the bot machine and also the BP21. So aside from that, there's a whole other, I guess, plethora of different things that have happened over the past couple of weeks, which I'd really love to get into today, which is definitely on the topics list. But what I would like to talk about first is a segment that I like to call, and it's a very complicated segment title. It's called 3 Questions. And that's 3 questions that I like to ask our special guest, just so that the community can sort of, hear a little bit about you, and yeah, how you're involved with the community and what you're excited for, essentially. So, Chase, the first question, I guess, is how did you become involved with the Machine Army team? Did you just fall into it? Did you get invited? Did you just put your resume and staple it to Lightbringer's door? How did you get involved?
Well, a little bit of both. So I remember, I'm sure a lot of you guys know that I was kind of one of the first people on the scene.
Yep.
I don't remember how. So to be quite honest, I don't remember how I ended up finding Machine Army. But since then, um, and been very involved with it, and I actually wasn't. Oh, can you guys not hear me?
Can't hear Chase.
Anyone else?
All right, let me turn him up a little bit
Now
from
no
this
one can
end. The volume needs to go up.
hear me.
Okay.
Quiet.
Let me bump you up there. How does that sound?
Okay. Can everyone hear me now? Better?
Yeah. How does that sound,
Loud?
guys? Yep. Good. Mark Bell says
Okay.
that's good. Awesome. I might turn myself up just a little bit to match him then as well. Cool. So I've just pumped up the volume, guys. Sorry, go on, Chase.
Yeah. So been involved with MA since almost day one, probably.
Day one. Yep. Okay. That's awesome.
And on day one, so I found the Discord, and then I found that I couldn't talk in any of the channels, and I was like, "What's going on with this?" So I messaged some guy named Rosenbagger.
Some guy. I like that.
Yeah, just some guy. The first guy that I found who was talking, he wasn't a mod yet. In fact, and I just said, "Hey, I can't talk in any of these
Hold on
channels."
1 second. Sorry, Chase. Mate, I do.
I'm still quiet.
There we go. Hold on. Okay, try that again, guys. Apologies. How does that sound? So I'm just doing a little bit of tweaking.
Am I really loud?
Yeah, I think that's better.
Now I can hear me.
Good. If you can hear yourself, then that's perfect. There we go. Okay. All right. Cool. Sorry, guys. A little bit of a technical. It was one button, one button on my end. That damn button. Okay. Sorry. Go on. So you messaged some random guy called Rosenbagger. Yeah.
Random guy.
I think I've heard of him. Yeah.
And he said, you need a role. I'm sure that a lot of people in this chat had the exact same experience.
Yep.
Of messaging Rosen and saying, "Hey, what's going on?" And he says, "You need a role." And so I added myself a role, and boom, I'm talking in Machine Army and messing around, sending memes since then. Now, then, so how did I become part of the team? Well, first round of mod applications went in, and I was busy with real life stuff, so I figured, I'll sit on that for a while. And I wasn't a member of the first mod team. But then, when I felt like I had enough time, I just sent a message to LB, and I'd been halfway a mod up to that point anyway, just telling people the same thing that I'd been told, you need a role.
That's it.
Things like that.
Yep.
Making drops. Promo packs, of course, like Anless said. Lots of promo packs. And
Lots of rain.
Here we are.
Lots of rain.
Lots of rain.
Breaking out the umbrellas.
That's the key.
Okay.
I got to echo again?
Yeah, it sounds like you do. I'm just trying to figure it out here. I don't think I've got anything here that's going to be giving you an echo. So I think if I just do this, perhaps, how does that sound, guys? Does that sound any better? I apologize for this.
Can you guys only hear me once at a reasonable volume?
Once at a reasonable volume. I like that. And last, so volume is good, but can you hear an echo at all, Elegrim? From Chased?
Any echoes, guys? Do I sound good?
Sorry, guys. Echo's gone. Perfect. Okay, I think I know what that is.
Right.
All right. Excellent. Sorry, guys. Okay. Alrighty. Cool. Fantastic. I think that's quite often what's the story with a lot of the guys and potentially girls.
I think it really is.
Yeah, for all of the mods, is that they're just community members. Really, that's all we are. Is we're just community members. We've got a passion for what's here, and we want to get involved, and we're all sort of helpful, approachable people. I would like to think. I guess that's just what happens, right? When you surround yourself with like-minded people, you sort of gravitate more towards each other and you sort of stick together, I guess. And what better way to have a really dedicated, passionate team for a community instead of people that sort of don't really want to be there or just want to be there a little bit. It's kind of like, everyone on the team really does put in a huge effort, and we all get along too, which is pretty cool. And I find that the same with the community too. I think everyone in the community gets along really well. Occasionally, we got some guys coming into the into the stream and into the Discord. They don't really know what's what, and they collect 10 drops or anything like that. But most of the time, they're pretty good when they're told, "Hey, that's not how we do things here." They're pretty good and they return them. And if they don't, they get the boot or they go to jail, which is great. All your drops are belong to me. Exactly. That's right. Oh, there we go. There's another drop. Fantastic. Cool. All right. Well, that was question 1. So thanks for that. Now, a question that I like to ask every single member, every single guest that comes onto the show, Chase, is I think everyone likes to know what your favorite NFT is. What's your favorite Machine Army NFT that you've got?
Now, of course, that one's an easy one. It is my profile picture on Discord.
Of course.
Basically.
Yes.
It is also, it's going to be my favorite even when a certain secret planet comes out.
Ah, okay.
And it's Migor.
Yeah, cool. Cool. Okay, alrighty. I'm definitely a big fan of Migor's as well. I think that I don't know how I'm going to feel when this super secret planet comes out. I don't know whether it's going to diminish my ego or whether it's just going to make me fired up. I really don't know yet. But it's okay. I think that, with the way that things are going, the Migor itself is just is going to be a fantastic planet. Like if you guys own a Migor, I think that you're very lucky. You're very blessed as well, especially if you've managed to pick one up in a Wheel of Names or a giveaway. I know that there was a Migor that was won by one of the first place winners on the stream. I think it was a couple of streams ago, and he got a Migor and I think we might have even got a mythic machine as well, which is pretty cool. So if you've managed to pick up a Migor in that sort of way, then that's awesome. That's super, super lucky. But then we've got this, we do have this super secret special planet coming out later that I've been hearing little bits and pieces of. I don't know whether we're allowed to drop the name or not, but I guess it was dropped in general chat, was it not?
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
so
there's an emoji for it.
There's an emoji. Okay, it's Exodus, right? Let's not beat around the bush. It's Exodus, which is the main planet that features in pretty much all of the stories, all of the backstories of pretty much all of the OG machines, which I find really interesting. Exodus is I believe the home planet of the LB-69. And then there's it's worked into a lot of the different backstories for all of those OG machines. So it does not surprise me whatsoever that that Exodus is going to be released, and whether it's equal to Migor, whether it's superior, whether it's rarer, whether it's only got maybe 100 spots or 150. I don't know. We haven't been given those details. I don't think those details have been released yet. But, I guess all we can do is speculate at this point in time. But I would like to think that Exodus is going to be pretty special. I would like to think so. But I don't know
whether we'll be trying to get one.
Yeah. I think if we can get one, we'd be pretty happy. Definitely. definitely. That I don't know how Lightbringer is going to structure the packs for those, right? Or like, does he just work that into the newly released legendary packs, or is there a separate legendary pack with other legendary planets that's going to come out that that the Exodor will replace as what would have been the Migor in the older legendary packs? I don't know. Again, all we can do is speculate, but still cool nevertheless. There is a new planet coming out, and we've got some new machines and stuff too. So it's kind of like every single week we've got, like, my Wax wallet just gets emptied, which I'm perfectly okay with. I'm okay with it. It's just an observation of fact. So I guess the third question, if we want to just keep going back to the questions, the third question for you, Chase, is what's your favorite thing about Machine Army in the community? Because I know that you've obviously been fairly involved with the community. You've been here since the beginning, so you would have seen it evolve. But what's your favorite thing about Machine Army and the community?
I mean, it's funny that you say I've seen it evolve, because I think my favorite thing is that as far as the feel of the community goes, it really hasn't evolved. It's been the same.
Okay.
And it's been a very, very good atmosphere.
Yep.
Now the community's grown, though, which is the impressive thing. It's grown and managed to keep the feeling of being a tight knit and productive community.
Yep, definitely. I can definitely see that with the community. Yeah.
It's been great. Speaking of the community, I wanted to make a little plug for the Migor Maniacs Association.
Ah, yes.
Which is the first official Machine Army guild, started by me. And I really want it to be an extension of the community and have that same feeling that the main MA community has, and so far so good. I wish that I could have been more active in the past couple of weeks on it and working on more events, but I think we're still doing pretty good on building that community as well.
Yeah,
as a sub-community.
Definitely. Just for all of our viewers as well, if anyone doesn't know what Migor Maniacs is, or if they haven't joined, I've just put the Discord link into the chat, so feel free to join. Chase, do you want to go into, I guess, what, other than who MMA is for, are there any requirements to actually getting into Migor Maniacs? So, like, do you have to own a Migor to get in there, or can a newbie join and sort of be a part of this sort of, I guess, separate branch of the same tree of Machine Army? Is that something that they can do?
Yeah, anyone is welcome at all. There is a special Migor landlord role for those who own a Migor.
Yep.
That is absolutely not a requirement for joining. It's not a requirement for getting some of the drops that we do. It's not a requirement for just hanging out and chatting. Not a requirement for anything that's very important. So that's the point that I want to get across.
So Migor Maniacs is very inclusive. It's not exclusive, which is good. I like that.
Absolutely. Anybody's welcome, and honestly, I love seeing new people come into the server.
Yeah. No, very good. Just quickly, for any listeners that are watching this after the stream, that are watching this on YouTube, if you have a look at the links description down the bottom, I'll make sure that I include the Migor Maniacs Association Discord link. Feel free to join via that link if you're having a listen and you want to join. It's not just everyone here who's live with us now. This is that invite extends out to anyone that listens to this video in the future. So yeah, Chase, really cool. I like that. I like the fact that, we've obviously got the main Machine Army Discord, which is the official sort of communique and community, Discord server for everybody in the community. But there's also this offshoot as well. And
some of you guys who haven't heard of Migor Maniacs Association before now might wonder, Why is there a guild when the game isn't out yet? So I did want to speak on that just a little bit.
Yeah. Go for it.
And just kind of say that first of all, I wanted to be proactive. Um, there's a lot to being the first Machine Army guild, right?
Definitely.
So I wanted to kind of get that head start. And in addition, I wanted to run some additional events kind of parallel to the main Machine Army server. So kind of like how Hosen has his channel on the server, that's sort of my center for events and different pieces as we move forward. And Lightbringer is, he's in the server. He does kind of check in every now and then, so it's definitely got the official seal of approval.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I've definitely seen him in there as well. He likes to do a lot of his eggplant jokes, which always makes us lol, which is cool. I don't know. I always feel that he and that Lightbringer and Rosenberger have this eggplant relationship where they can just throw eggplant emojis at each other, and it's nothing whatsoever. Whereas I feel that if we did that, Chase, we might feel a little bit awkward the next time we interact after something like that. So I find that pretty cool. It's just throwing eggplants left, right, and center, which is great. So I guess back onto MMA, Migor Maniacs Association. I guess I personally think it's a really important thing to have a community-driven Discord server or a guild, as you like to refer it to. I mean, in Australia here, we don't really have guilds. I guess I don't know. I guess we call it a club. Is that pretty much what it is? It's a club, really. But I think just the concept of it to be community run, that's away from the official Discord server, I think is really cool as well, because we're all players, right? We're all players. We're all here to play the game. We can't wait for December to come. We're going to be accumulating like crazy up until that point. And so I think, it's important for us to have some sort of, club or space that we can, be away from the Machine Army Discord that doesn't necessarily, that's not necessarily directly related. It's not being run by Lightbringer. It's not being run by Machine Army. It is being run by the community, and I think that's a really important aspect to have of a game that could potentially be very, very huge. To be able to have sort of a little bit of an escape away, or different opportunities for picking up drops and things like that as well, I think are really cool too. It's not like, oh shit, I missed all of the drops in the rain channel. Now I've got to wait for the next one. It's like, oh, but that's okay because I've just gone into MMA and I've just managed to pick up a couple of drops there as well. So I think that's pretty cool. It's a good opportunity for community members to be able to participate on another level. So that's pretty cool. Very good, very good. I really like the idea of MMA, Chase. So well done in setting that up, mate.
Thank you.
So I guess
I'm pretty proud of that server.
Yeah. I think you've done a really good job. I mean, it took about a week for you to set it up or so. It probably would have taken me longer, just because, whenever I set up a Discord server, it's like, oh, what do I do? What bots do I have? What roles do I create? What channels do I create? All those sorts of things. And for anyone that isn't in MMA yet, one of the things is there's hidden roles available. Chase, did you want to sort of maybe give us a couple of hints as to some sort of lower level, easier to find hidden roles, so some newer members can get in there and see if they can try and do some stuff to gain those hidden roles? Is there anything you can give us?
Yeah. So for the most part, they're activity based. So the more that you talk, you can level up and eventually get one of the additional roles. I think a couple of people have already gotten a few, like Citizen of Nandro. I think that's one you've got. And they go up. You can get sort of let's call them nobler titles.
Nobler,
and
I like
also, like how I'm the king, there might be some lower roles.
A queen.
Than that. Not yet.
The Joker. The peasant.
There are a few peasant roles.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Cool.
Now,
I like that.
The giveaways will eventually, and the drops channel will be eventually limited to people who have achieved those roles through activity. So I did just want to throw that in there. I made an announcement about that recently. So, kind of maybe let's get the server going as far as activity goes, and I'll be doing my best this coming week to kind of get things going as well.
Yeah,
and
cool.
Eventually we'll be making that limitation. So kind of get active while you can. But there will be some cool things going on.
Yep, cool, awesome. No, that's really, really good. Looking forward to it, Chase. And again, you've done a really good job with it, mate. So I'm sure that anybody and everybody that's able to join and that has an interest in MMA would be looking to join at some point and to start, leveling up in that Discord server as well to get all those perks, those sweet, sweet perks. Everybody loves perks. Alrighty, so I guess what I would like to do now is sorry, I've just been distracted. So Anla says, "Make Al your queen." I don't know whether I'd be comfortable with that. I might be comfortable with the Joker, maybe, or maybe I could be the DJ. I could be the castle DJ. Play some sweet tunes for the king and queen. I'd be down with that. I'm up for late nights as well, so I'm a party starter. I like to jump on the train and sort of cruise for a while. Throwing out beats, which is pretty cool. That's sort of my vibe. But yeah, hey, listen, Chase, if you offer me queen, mate, you know what? I don't really have an ego, man. I'm cool. I'm easy. If it makes your job easier, it makes me happy. Alrighty, so
it might be a possibility.
Yeah, it could potentially be. It could potentially be. Oh, there you go. LB's in the house. LB's dropping links. It's raining. Thank you, LB. Absolute legend. The dude does like 40 hours and it's like nothing for him. Like if anyone was ever a machine, it's Lightbringer. He's a total is a total LB69 like in the flesh. So yeah, just quickly, Lightbringer, if you're here, mate. He's hiding in the background. That's okay, mate. You got us on the headphones, but at least you're here. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we're all really appreciative of all the work you've been doing the past couple of weeks, mate. It can't have been easy, so well done. In saying that, though, we do have, and I'm about to swap over to it now. So if anyone's just listening to us on audio, I am about to swap over to the Machine Army website. We've got some updates that I'd like to quickly go through. So I guess the most recent thing would be this dude over here, which is the YOR page. Now, I'm not going to click on that just yet, but that's probably the most stand out tab up the top. That's the newest thing. We've also got a login button up on the right-hand corner. So when you log in, you can log in with Facebook, you can log in with Google, or you can log in with an email, or you can sign up, obviously, if you're new. Now, you can't log in just yet, guys. You do have to sign up. I do believe that this is a feature that is going to incorporate not just obviously being able to log into your own personal Machine Army account, but that account is also going to obviously at some stage link to your Wax wallet as well. So it is one of those new requirements, I guess, from Atomic Hub. And, if we want to sort of touch on that really quickly, there was a point, I think it was about 3 or 4 days ago, where Lightbringer actually successfully got the business registration done and the business name, and went back to Atomic Hub and was like, "Hey guys, I've got all the rest of the requirements. Let's do this whitelisting." And then they sort of threw a curveball at him and said, "Well, actually, since we last spoke, we've also got X, Y, and Z that you need to do as well." So I think this login feature is definitely a part of those requirements. I do believe there needs to be a very simple interaction between us, the users, and the actual platform itself, in terms of some simple interaction with the Machine Army smart contracts, which I know Lightbringer has been working really hard on over the past, at least a couple of months. I know that just because he's been saying that, but he's probably been working on them for longer. And then there's a couple of other little things as well that Atomic Hub sort of changed the goalposts for Lightbringer. So I can imagine how frustrating it might be for him, thinking that, all we were waiting for was, and I do say we because everybody is waiting. We're all waiting for it. But we're all waiting for, the business registration, and then Atomic Hub sort of comes in right before we cross the finish line and goes, well, actually, you need to do this as well. So yeah, we feel for you, Lightbringer, mate, but keep plugging along. We're still here, and what's a couple more weeks really on the broad scheme of things? It's nothing. It's nothing whatsoever. So yeah, do what you got to do, mate. We're all going to be here, and we're all still just as excited as we were a couple of days ago when we thought we were going to get whitelisted. So this is the login page, guys. So feel free to actually create an account. So if you haven't created, just go here, go to sign up. Alrighty. And you can basically sign up again, Facebook, Google, or email. I've just done email personally. And that will put you onto a waiting list. Okay, so once this whole login feature and connectivity is established and launched, Lightbringer is going to start approving people as he goes, so that we can start logging in and sort of having some simple interactions with his smart contracts, and also a little bit of the platform too, which is pretty cool. So I guess one of the other noticeable things is sort of when we scroll over some of these tabs here, the planets have been sorted into separate pages, which I really love that. I love the fact that that Lightbringer is now automatically, I don't know why, but automatically I just go to Migor. But as you can see, there's more information. More information. I love information. When everything is laid out on the table, I know what I'm looking at. I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm purchasing. And, so does everybody else as well. So I think that's really cool how he's put in as much information as he can. Each one is obviously on its own page as well, which is also really cool. It's not all bundled up and, smashed all onto the one page, which is great. The other thing as well is we've got a list of machines here, and we've got this little guy down the bottom here, which is, I believe, is a little bit of a reveal that we're doing today, Chase. So the latest OG machine was ZK33. That was released earlier this week. And there's also this HZ HZ66, which is the fourth. No, sorry, the fifth. Sorry, the fifth OG machine.
Yep.
And I believe this is going to be the absolute last OG machine that is launched or released. So, we don't have any pictures yet. We don't know what it's going to look like. We've got big white question marks. And, that goes the same with the mining power, NFT power, speed, strength, origin, and manufactured year as well. All those details are hidden. Everything is hidden except its name. So I can only imagine the ZK33 and the HZ or HZ66 is potentially named after two more of the core team, I imagine. That's just my assumption. We've obviously got Birdie Power with the BP21. We've got Nox with the NX42. We've got Lightbringer with the LB69. So that only really makes sense that we've got a ZK33 and a HZ66 for two other members of the developing team, I would imagine. So it does look like we've got two other developers working on this at the moment, and whether they're actually actively involved right now or whether they're coming in a little bit and they're going to be lending a hand and sort of working on things more as we sort of progress. Still really exciting, really, really cool. The team's growing, and that's what we want to see. We want to see progress. We want to see more developers joining, and this sort of, this release here of the two new OG machines sort of tells me that the core team is growing, and that's what we want to be looking for as investors. Well, for me personally, anyway, we want to be looking at a team that's growing and a project that's progressing, right? So moving on, we've got
that's something that I noticed as well. And I'm very excited about it.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, sorry, go on. I was just talking away.
I was just saying that this does show like a growing team, and I'm very excited about that. I know that that also means, by the way, that some of the newer features and things like whitelisting will be coming out a little bit faster, which is also just something to note and be happy about.
That's it, 100%. Yeah, many hands make for light work, which is cool. And I think Lightbringer's sort of been carrying. I would I would assume, I don't actually know, but I would assume that he's been carrying probably most of the load up until this point. I haven't actually spoken to Knox or Birdie Power. I know Birdie Power does all of the artistry and all of the illustration and the design and everything. But I'm not 100% sure what Knox does, although I would love to have a chat to him and really sort of introduce him to the community so that they're all aware of who he is and what he does as well. Lightbringer is obviously very active in the community, so we all know what he does. We know the sort of hours that he does. We know when he has to stay up for 40 hours trying to fix a blending recipe. We're all totally aware of that. But then there's these two other developers now that again, team is growing, more hands, and yeah, I guess it's just really super exciting to sort of see how this project is going to be progressing now with all these extra hands. Because from what I can tell, this is going to be a really, really complicated game. So, the more hands that we have on deck, the more brain power that we have, basically just means that there's more chance that this is just going to be an absolutely amazing game, which is really cool, really cool. Anything else that you want to touch on with regards to machines or any of that sort of stuff, Chase, before I move on?
Yeah, actually, so it's been mentioned that when we are looking at these new machines that are built from parts, they are mining only.
Yes.
So I just wanted to just to speak on the OG machines. These will be mining and also for war, right?
Correct. That's right. Yeah. So the
BP20 uniqueness there.
That's right. Yeah. So the BP21s, the LB69s, NX42, ZK33, and then the forthcoming HZ66. They're the OG machines. They're the 5 OG machines. They're the only OG machines that are ever going to exist. And once they're sold out, they're sold out. There's not releasing any more of them. I guess you call them. Let's call them ambidextrous machines, right? They can do both, and they can use both hands to do it. They can be either mining or they can be doing war. I guess from a player's perspective and from a strategic point of view, you're going to have to choose where you want to put your OG machines, right? Do you want to put a majority of them onto mining, or do you want to put a majority of them onto, into doing missions and quests? Because you can't do both at the same time. Each machine can only do one or the other. So I guess that's the great thing about them, is that they are ambidextrous and you can use them in both scenarios. But then the choice and the strategy that the owner of one of these OG machines or a bunch of these OG machines is going to have to make is, what do I do with it? Where can I best put these OG machines so that I am getting the most out of them, right? Which is great though, because that's a choice, right? It's not like these guys only do mining, you don't have a choice, they got to do mining. Or these guys only do war and quests, so that's what you've got to do with them. There's no choice, right? Whereas with these guys, there's choice, which opens up a lot more strategy options as well. Now, obviously, going back to the bot machine, which was the machine that was released sort of semi-recently, it was released sort of a couple of weeks ago. That is mining only. It only goes up to a rarity of legendary, so common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. But at the same time, again, it is only mining. So, that could definitely appeal to some players and their playing style and their strategy, because then they don't have to make that decision of, what do I do with this machine? That machine mines, you leave it mining, right? Which is really cool. So if you've got a whole bunch of common or uncommon or rare or epic planets, and you've got a whole bunch of bot machines, you don't even need to think twice about that. You know what they're doing, and they've got a job to do, which is great, and they just do it. I guess speaking further into the bot machine on the flip side, and seeing how I guess Lightbringer has operated and organized certain machines and their capabilities, I guess we could safely assume that there's going to be a machine further down the track, or somewhere in the near future, that could potentially just be a war machine, right? That's used for missions and quests. That's you don't even, it doesn't even go onto mining a planet. That is purely just for doing missions and quests, and it's probably got some sort of boost towards it as well because it's a specialized machine. Perhaps, again, speculation. But that's really cool to think about as well, right? So that you can have dedicated machines for mining, dedicated machines for war, and then you've got your OG machines that you can flip-flop in between, which is really cool. Anything else, Chase, on that before we move on?
No, I think you pretty much covered everything on that one.
Awesome. Okay.
That we know for now.
That we know for now. Yeah, correct. Alrighty, so I guess the next tab is the recipes for the bot. We've seen the recipes for the LB69. They've been out there for a good 2 or 3 weeks now, which is great. But this is the common recipes for the bot. Now, as you can see, guys, the upgrade tables for the bot machine is a lot simpler than the tables for the LB69, which is one of the OG machines. You can see that that's the common table for the LB69 upgrade, to upgrade at 25 out of 25, and then this is the one for the bot machine for common, and it's 5 out of 5. So as you can see, there is a much higher chance of these bot machines being leveled up to max than there would be some of these OG machines. And again, if this is something that you want to do as a player, where you just want to leave your fully upgraded common bots and you've got an army of 20 of them, let's just figuratively say, and they just stake for you, right? So, if you've got 20 of these guys, 20 of these common bots, all leveled up 5 out of 5, that technically is actually 100 out of 100 in terms of NFT and mining power. And if you've got 20 of the same sort of planet, you can execute all of that mining at the same time, and that's going to be pretty efficient. So, I don't think you need to be thinking along the lines of, hey, I need a really good machine to put on my planets. You can just have an army of common, fully upgraded bots that would be mining 100 out of 100 efficiency on a bunch of your planets, and that would do just as well. So I think that's really important to point out as well, is that that's another aspect of the of the strategy, that another approach from the strategy, rather than upgrading just a single exotic or a single legendary and having that as your main mining bot. You can do a bunch of commons or uncommons as well. It's totally doable. Have a look at the uncommon bot here. You only really need to level from level 3 up to level 7. You only need 4 V3 parts, which is totally manageable. And then you've got the rare bot here, which you only need 6 V3 parts. So and obviously the V3 parts are the scarcest parts. So yeah, totally doable, totally upgradable to max as well. It's sort of not something that's totally unreachable, or it's going to take you too long to do. So you could definitely build up an army of these guys and have them mining really efficiently, which is cool. So I guess the next thing I wanted to touch on was the upgrade packs. Sorry, no, not the upgrade packs. I think it's the building packs. Is it the bundle packs? No, that's okay. I don't think they're up here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. And this is I'm just going to open one of these guys. So these are the giveaways today, guys. So anyone that's watching, I can feel you drooling. These are the machine building pack V2s. So as Chase mentioned earlier, these guys are essentially machine parts. So not to be confused with upgrade parts. So the upgrade parts are used to level up your machines. These building packs are actually used to build a new machine. Okay, and I think Lightbringer was saying there's something like 62 variants of machines that are going to be able to be built. Not all of them are released right now, but these packs are definitely being released, and we're able to basically accumulate different parts of different rarities. So I'll just quickly go back to my profile here, and you can sort of see how these guys open, and they basically just open like this. So there's you basically just get 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of different parts. You get a head, you get a body, you get arms and legs. Now you could get any item of any of the OG machines, whether that's LB69, BP21, NX42, and you can get any rarity of those parts as well, okay, per pack. So I think I was actually talking to one of our mods, Vossen. He's dropped a fairly sizable chunk of wax, which he got from another game from mining, and he's already got 3 Mint 1 Mythic machines, which is really cool, right? So he's managed to score that, which is pretty cool. So he's got 3 Mint 1 Mythics of the varying machines. Now, I will have to apologize. I don't know all of the variants off by heart just yet, because there's so many different ones. There's the NXP1 and the XP22. I don't know. I can't actually, please don't quote me on that. But there's so many different variants, guys. Here's one that I've done. So I had a NX42 legendary head. I had an LB69 legendary body. I had BP21 arms, and I think that's NX42 legs. I think, and that's created the NLB-1. So that's one of the variants. Okay, I was pretty lucky to have scored all of those legendary parts, which is pretty cool. So I managed to mint that. That was the first one that I've minted, and as you can see, it has all of the mining and NFT power of a legendary, but the speed and the strength, as far as I can tell, that's actually more, if I'm not mistaken. That's more than the standard legendary, which is pretty cool. So, and obviously, as you can see, this machine can only be used for mining. So that's the payoff, is that these guys are purely mining machines, which leads me into my next little sort of thing, which, before we move there, Chase, is there anything that you want to say just quickly about have you done any blending yet? Have you managed to blend any machines yet?
I wasn't, or I haven't. I was about to say, yeah, it's pretty cool that you managed to get one. I think I've got enough for an epic and some other, less rare of the new ones, but
Yep.
I haven't actually blended any yet. I've been kind of just sitting on it to see, what else I can get coming up in the future.
Oh, totally. And I think,
Or wait for trade them.
well, I think once Lightbringer actually maybe starts implementing the 2 new OG machines into these packs as well, I think that's where we potentially might even be able to start. The possibilities for all the different combinations is going to explode. Whether that does happen, or whether he's just going to keep these packs to the original 3 OG machines, he may choose to just do that as well, which is totally fine. I think, the options as it stands is ginormous, and we've got a huge amount of different options and configurations that can be made to create all these different custom machines. And just another thing as well, guys. All of these machines, all of these guys, all of these custom NLB1, these guys can be upgraded too. Alrighty, so these guys are upgradable as well. It's a standard 14 out of 45, but that can be upgraded to 45 out of 45 for these ones as well. So I think once we do start the staking, and we start collecting resources and upgrade parts and Astro and all of these different things that we're going to be able to collect while we're mining, they're going to be able to be put towards upgrading a lot of our machines as well. So I think it's just going to be this constant process of mining, missions, awesomeness, upgrading, drops, all this sort of stuff. I think it's going to be really, really exciting to do, actually. So, I mean, I know I've already got an army. I would say that I've got an army of machines already. And I'm having a difficult time as it is leveling up what I have already. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like once I actually start mining and picking up resources that can also go towards leveling up machines that's not the parts, the upgrade parts. That's maybe War or Astro or whichever token is going to also be used to upgrade my machines too. So really, really super excited for that as well, because it's sort of mind-boggling really when I start thinking about how many machines I've got to upgrade. I don't know about you, Chase, but we're probably in a similar boat, I imagine.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, same experience there. I haven't actually started upgrading them either. I'm kind of sitting on that as well, just to see.
You've been
Because
sitting on the upgrading as well. Yep.
Yeah, I've only got one VP exotic, so I'm trying to kind of wait to see. Who knows? Maybe I'll get an exotic that I like a little bit more. And they're so expensive to upgrade when you get to those high levels.
Yes, definitely. And I think anyone that does have a higher rarity machine is going to find that obviously, with if we're talking budget as a limitation, or as a bit of a hurdle, I guess, because all of us do have budgets. None of us have unlimited money or investment capabilities. So if we're talking about limitations in obviously how deep each of our pockets is definitely one of those things. But when it comes to the actual gameplay, again, and I was talking to you, Chase, about this earlier before we started the stream, is that it's great for the fact that there are shortcuts. They're always, in my opinion, you need to have cheat codes, right? And not necessarily to make the game, slanted or in favor of those that have more money than others. It's not necessarily about that. I find that having a shortcut in a game where it's a shortcut, but it's going to cost you a lot of money, right? So if you want to upgrade the exotic LB69 to max, I worked it out. It's something like $15,000 in upgrade packs alone, and that's the 100 NFT upgrade packs with roughly around 6 V3s on average per pack. It's a big number, right? And for some people, that's a number that would just be completely mind-blowing for them, and they would never ever have the amount of money or think to spend that amount of money on upgrading something like an exotic LB69. But then you've got other people that will be coming into the space or are already in the space that would look at that and go, you know what, I can see the payoff for that. I can mine, etc., 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 and I don't have to worry about it. It's fully upgraded, and you know what, I've got 15 grand to spare. Now, that's the shortcut, but the shortcut is it's $15,000, right? So it is an expensive shortcut, but it's there nevertheless. With regards to everybody else, though, we've all got the chance to upgrade our machines, not just by spending money on them, but by also mining different resources too. So there is this other way, and there's this other mechanic, I guess, that is definitely a lot fairer. And for me, I think it's actually better in the long term to set yourself up in an appropriate way where you can take advantage of upgrading your machines as efficiently as possible by not spending too much money, if that makes sense. And I like that. I like the fact that option is there. You don't just have to, it's not just, oh, okay, well, if you want to upgrade your machines, empty your wallets. It's more of, well, okay, if you've got the money, here's the option. If not, here's the other option, and it's still just as good. It might take you longer to get there, but it doesn't actually cost you anything extra because you're mining and it's rewards, right? What do you reckon?
Well, for the most part, agree with you. I will say that my playstyle might change if I get, let's say, one export and I want to put my exotic on it with as many levels as I can get on it.
Yep.
So it kind of depends on how things play out. And that's kind of why I've been
hanging back a little
patient
bit
with it, as much as I would rather not be. Of course,
I can't help it.
I'm trying to be patient with it, just to see how things evolve and what kind of play style I want to go in with. Like right now, I think I have 6 Migors.
Yep.
And that obviously it would kind of behoove me to spread out amongst 6 different really good machines. So we'll kind of see how that develops.
Yeah, definitely. And for my personal what I'm aiming for, I guess, at this stage, even though, there's going to be so many other mechanics that are released before the actual game, before we can actually play the game. So I'm sure that my tactic and my approach right now is probably going to change as well, or it might not change. It's probably not going to do a 180, but I might have to tweak a couple of things based on what's coming out in the future, which is fine. I'm totally flexible. I'm like water, my friend. But in saying that, I do think it's really important that all of these different mechanics are coming together. Um, you know, to be able to have the options. That's the most important thing for me. Is I want to be able to have the option to go, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it this other way. And that's where you get strategy, and that's where you get team building, and that's where you get competitiveness from, which is really, really cool, right? Because, and I think that's one important thing about Migor Maniacs Association as well, is that it's a place for us to talk strategy, perhaps. That's maybe we don't want to, have it in the Machine Army Discord. We want to have it in the guild, and we want to strategize somewhat together and, give each other hints and tips or whatever it might be. That's a safe space for everyone to be able to do that as well, where they're not feeling like they might be breaking any rules or anything. Not that they are. I know Lightbringer's really cool with that sort of stuff. But, yeah. Anyway. So, were you going to say something?
It'll be interesting. Oh yeah, I was just going to say it'll be interesting to see how different people have different play styles based on what they've got when the game releases and how they want to kind of play.
Yeah, definitely. Because everybody has their own flavor. Everybody finds certain things more attractive than others. There's in the space already. I've come across multiple different types of players with varying intentions. Some want to buy packs and flip them straight away for profit, whereas I'm the sort of person that I just want to buy a pack and hold on to it. I want to find out what's inside, and I want to find out how I can use it best to my advantage. I'm not really super interested personally in wham bam, thank you ma'am, take my profit, see you later. I like to think of myself as a long-term investor. I'm investing in these games because I actually want to experience them, right? I want to experience them at a higher level if I can, right? Rather than just an entry level where, sure, I might have turned, 10,000 wax profit over the course of 6 months from buying and selling, sale packs and all these sorts of things and flipping. But then when it comes to game time, I'm sort of at this mediocre level where yeah, sure, okay, I've made a bunch of wax, but really at the end of the day, has that increased my actual gaming experience? Or would my gaming experience be increased because I'm holding on to all of these NFTs and I've got more options when the game starts? That to me is way more important, because then I know what I'm investing in, and I'm reaping the fruits of my labor of my investment, right? When I start playing the game. So that to me is more important. But I know that there's obviously lots of different people and lots of different intentions and lots of different sort of tactics, I guess, within the space. So that's what I do like about this. That's what I love about NFTs, is that there's many different avenues of value perception, right? Someone might value the flipping and the accumulation of quick wax and profits in a quick turnover. Someone like me sees the value of each individual NFT and how they actually work with the game, and how I can strategize to use that NFT to make me money as efficiently as possible. Other people might see something and go, wow, I really love that artwork. That to me is valuable, right? And that's great. I love the fact that there's so many different aspects of NFTs, and especially when it comes to Machine Army, because there's so many different variations. There's so many different ways for different people and their different opinions of value to get involved. So that's pretty cool. Just out of curiosity, Chase, what's your sort of take on value? Do you find the longevity and the use case of each individual NFT and how that incorporates into the game and how you can use that to your advantage valuable? Or do you find, or are you a flipper? Are you someone that goes, great, I bought that for 25 wax, I just sold that for 75, I've just made 3 times more profit?
Well, if you saw my total sold count, I'm definitely not a flipper.
Me either. Me either. Me either. I'm one of those guys that buys stuff. I'm one of those guys that buys stuff and goes and looks at it. I look at the pack and then I go to Nifty Blocks and I go, yeah, nah, I just want to know what's inside of
it. I can't resist that one.
Yeah.
I might have been able to be patient with the upgrading, the blending, but no, I got to open all the packs.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. And actually, I was talking to a mod from another Discord server just last night actually, and he was going, "It's addictive. It's really addictive. Like when you get a pack, you have to open it. If you don't have any packs, you want to spend money to get packs, just so that you've got packs there. But when you've got packs there, you want to open them, and so you never really have like this lull period where you're accumulating, packs, but you're not opening them." And he was sort of really opening up into his addictive nature of NFTs, which I was loving it. It was great. But it's true. It's totally true. And I'm sure everyone in the community can sort of, vibe with that. I guess, you get a machine pack and it's like it's sitting there. Like, what do you do with it? Just open it. Can't stand it. Anyway.
Yeah. I feel you, man.
Yeah. So I guess what I really wanted to go on to about, guys, is this YOR tab. Now, this is a new edition. I think it's only literally just been released in the past couple of hours. I was speaking to Lightbringer before this, and I was just going through this, and I was sort of said, wait, hold on, what's this page? And I went, hey, are you aware that this is up? Is it okay for everyone to see? He gave me the green light. He's like, bloody go for it. There's some really cool information on this page, and I think everyone's going to be really happy with the extra mechanic that's going to be revealed in this page. So let me just click on this. First of all, as you can see, the top left image here, there is these, what is it? There's 16 variations. 12. There's 12 variations so far of the 3 OG machines built from the different parts, right? So this is the this is the building pack that you get them from the building pack. Over on the right, though, you can see there's all these other ones, but they're all fuzzed out, and there's heaps of them. That tells me that there's lots more on the way. There's lots more variations on the way that are yet to be released. So that's really cool, really exciting. I don't know whether Lightbringer is going to do sort of a gradual reveal across this and sort of start revealing these as he sort of works along. I don't know, but that's really, really that's something to look forward to. And whether all of these, fuzzed out ones here are going to be just mining machines as well. I would like to think so, because further down here, YOR stands for Yield of Riches Machines. Okay, so it stands for Yield of Riches Machines. And on this page, you will find all of the machines that are going to be affected by the YOR factor, or the YOR factor. Okay, so that includes all these fuzzed out guys as well. All the OG machines will have the YOR factor. This means that the BP21, LB69, NX42, ZK33, and the HZ66, which we previously discussed as the last OG machine, which is going to be coming out soon, will hold this feature. The machines that are going to be built in the factory with parts obtained from the machine building pack will also hold this feature. So all of these guys as well. That includes my little legendary buddy down here, my little legendary NLB1. He's going to also have the YOR factor as well, because I've built him from different parts. Okay. All of the YOR machines are going to get a boost in their mining power. Alrighty, guys. So if we have a look here on the back, we see we've got our mining power here. So I would like to think that this mining power, the total here, and this isn't confirmed yet, but I would like to think that perhaps maybe the max gets upgraded, or potentially maybe just this guy here. I would like to know whether, if you do have a fully upgraded machine, let's say it was 45 out of 45, does that get a boost on the total? Which would be really cool to find out too.
That's an interesting point. I hadn't really thought about it that way.
Yeah. So, obviously it's a boost and that's great and everything, but what exactly, what does it boost? Does it boost your total so that you can upgrade it further? So does this get a boost up to 60? Let's say, and you've got an extra 15 levels to go, or does it stay at 45 and you can upgrade it past max? Does it do like a 10% boost or something? So this sort of upgrades to 15.4 or something like that. That'd be pretty cool to sort of find out as well. But I guess that's all sort of in the works. And the origin for this, I like this. The origin for these for all of these, I like to call them the mutt machines. Built from all different parts. But the origin for that is the factory. So that's obviously pretty clear that that's a build machine. So that's pretty cool. A machine will have the ability to get the yaw factor added multiple days in a row. Okay, so it is obviously a factor that I assume would have some sort of cooldown time, perhaps, maybe. So you can get the yield of riches ability. You can have it for X amount of hours throughout the day. And then maybe it might run out for a certain amount of time. It might actually cool down, and then it might kick in again. Perhaps maybe this ability you might be able to mine as well, or maybe it might cost a certain amount of war to activate if you're activating it before the cooldown. Who knows? The possibilities for this are endless. But all you need to know is that if you've got an OG machine, which I'm sure everyone here that's listening does, or if you've built one of your machines so far from some of the build packs, all of those machines are going to have the yaw factor, alrighty, which is really, really cool. So, guys, yeah, get building onto those machines and definitely take advantage of some of the sales that Lightbringer's been bringing out recently. It's been really good, actually. I scooped up a whole bunch of LV69s myself, took advantage of it. That's a really cool page, guys. So feel free to have a little bit more of a read. If you don't quite understand, hit us up in the Discord. We're more than happy to sort of answer some questions. I know I've got some questions for Lightbringer with regards to some of this stuff. But at the end of the day, we're making progress, guys. It's all looking really good, and I think the imminent future is looking really promising, especially with the whitelisting. And just remember, I think everyone has been in a in a project Discord when that project got whitelisted, whether it's the farming game or whether it's NBM or one of the other ones. A couple of plugs there, but as soon as they got whitelisted, the amount of bots that flowed into their Discords, like literally the second after they got whitelisted, was just absolutely gobsmacking. So I think it is a little bit of an advantage for us to be able to take to take advantage, I guess, of these sales and things before we get whitelisted, because that's when we're going to have Rosenberg is going to have his work cut out for him, I think, when we get whitelisted. I don't think he quite knows what's coming yet, but it'll be interesting to see, though. And I think everyone in the Machine Army Discord moderator team is doing a fantastic job at keeping an eye out for multi-accounters and botters, because it makes it really unfair for all the legitimate community members to have to sort of fight for links and drops and packs and all these sorts of things when we've got bots contending for them as well. Chase, anything else that you'd like to touch on, mate?
I was going to say, for what it's worth, about the whitelisting,
Yep.
and like you said about the bots flooding in and the sales we have going on right now. I have to say that I'm not so upset that Atomic Hub has delayed it, because I'm pretty happy taking advantage of what we've got going on. Not to mention the pretty low secondary sales that, I mean, when whitelisting hits, they're gone. That's it. That's the end of the low secondary sales.
100%. I agree. Yep, definitely. I think if there is any chance to pick up some really, really cheap sort of Migors or other legendary planets or other sort of machines or anything like that on secondary, the time is now, guys. It really is. It's and if you can afford it, or if you've got the time to invest in being able to get involved in giveaways and join us on the stream like you guys are today. Everyone's walking away with a giveaway today. I think that's really really super important, that you guys take advantage of that, definitely. Speaking of the giveaway, we've got 16 viewers right now, guys. If you could all please enter your WAMs into the chat. I'm going to be copying them down, and we're going to be running a wheel of names very, very shortly. So feel free to enter your WAMs into... it's all running really fast. No, that's good. I want your WAMs. Give me your WAMs. And once we get all of these guys going in the next sort of 10 minutes, I'll be running a wheel of names for everyone here. We've got some really cool prizes, which I'll be reading out very, very shortly. So please remember to chuck your WAM in to the chat, get onto that wheel of names, and just be mindful as well, guys. Once we do run the wheel of names, we do also do a quick check on these WAMs before sending out prizes. So please don't type in more than one wax address. Your main wax address is all we need. Let's keep this nice and fair. Let's keep this multi-account free, and everyone's going to walk away from this with something. Because if you don't, guess what? You're not walking away with anything. And that's just how we like to do it here. It's either fair or it's not at all. What do you reckon, Chase?
I am 100% for fairness.
Yep, definitely. Me as well. Perfect. Alrighty, how many got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 10. We've got Ann Lust with another one that's 11. We've got 16 viewers. I'm going to wait for some more. I want 16 WAMs, please, guys. Anyone that's listening that hasn't put their WAM into the chat, please do so now. If I quickly rattle off, I've got Chris DMC, I've got Elrigrim, I've got Bunkers, I've got Wizzo, Guns DXD, Shookwan, Cupid is cool, Chased is in there, Chinyikan, I've got Chin Wai Kong, I've got Anlust. That's pretty much it at the moment, guys. I'll wait another minute or so for a couple more WAMs, and then we're going to be running a wheel of names. Let me quickly do this. Hold on. Just going to get the wheel of names up, guys. Give me 1 second. Chase, do you want to have a little bit more, talk a little bit more into Migor Maniacs Association? I know that we've got some of the top holders of Migors in there. I know that there's also a lot of Migor owners out there as well that have no idea what MMA is. So I guess it's one of those things where we really want to try and get as many Migor owners into MMA, right? Because at the end of the day, if we're all, as we're called landlords, Migor landlords, if we're all talking, we're all communicating, we can sort of, we can strategize together as to best how to use our Migors collectively to all of our advantage, right?
100%. One of the main reasons that I started the guild, of course, is to be able to kind of bring everybody in to come up with good strategies, use teamwork, and it's been made public that there will be, at some point, functions for guilds in the game. So just throwing that little hint out there.
Ooh, okay. All right. That's good to know, actually. Very good to know.
Yeah, it's going to be a big advantage to be a part of MMA when those things get released. But I really think that it's going to be an advantage beforehand too, because we can work together, strategize, optimize, things like that. Now, like you had mentioned about getting in Migor owners, I think right now we've got about 10% of the Migor land keys are currently held by members of the guild. So that's a lot.
Yep, definitely.
Definitely a lot.
That is a lot. Yeah. If we're talking about percentages, definitely. I mean, even. So what was that number again? Just repeat that for me.
About 10%. I think we're somewhere around 25, 26, maybe a couple more by now.
Yeah. And, I mean, if I have a look at that invite, we've really only got 51 members so far. So, to have 51 members in MMA already, and within those 51 members, we've already got 25 at minimum Migors within that group. That's actually a really, really cool number. I mean, if we double that, are we going to be at 50%? Let's be realistic here, right? So I think it's really important, I guess, to highlight the fact that if there is some sort of guild play coming out or feature being released within the game, this is the sort of thing that someone that owns a Migor is actually, it's actually to their benefit that they're going to want to be in communication with the rest of us through MMA, which is really cool. We all we're a very inclusive bunch, I guess. We're not exclusive, we're inclusive, and we're all here for fun. We want to play a game and do as best as we can, and I guess if we're all in communication, it just makes it that much more easier for us to be able to do that.
Absolutely. And I would say, too, that if you don't own a Migor, it's also to your benefit to be a part of the guild and be able to work together with us. Even if, if we have members with a Sundra and a bot, that's perfectly fine. Everyone's welcome. Everyone is a part of the team. I really do want to build a community based around bringing everybody in and having a good time, and also doing the best that we all can to make this as good as possible for everyone. So that's kind of the point of the guild. I want to bring everybody in and being a part of the guild with 10%, 20%. Who knows how much of a percent of Migor, of Exigor. I mean, we've got, of course, a lot of Balars. So
I think we have too many Balars. I think there's too many Balars in MMA.
Definitely funny.
Oh, that's pretty funny, actually. It's funny when we had Balatu Balar on the show. He's such a cool guy. He's so open and honest and just a really nice guy to talk to. But boy, do we love taking the piss. We really do. It's good, actually. He's got a really good head on his shoulders. He takes it well. Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm glad that he finally got his words.
Yes. I'm happy for him as well for that. Definitely. He's very, very, very well deserved. Very, very well deserved. Alrighty, guys. I think it's now that time. We're going to do a wheel of names. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a wheel of names, and we're going to have some winners. We're going to have everyone here is actually going to be a winner. We don't have any consolation prizes. I think I've already got yours. No. Oh, okay. Koto Code Genti, you're lucky. I'm a nice guy. I'm going to add you in there, mate. Alrighty. But for shizzle, guys, that's it. No more. That is us. The wheel is about to be spun. Just for transparency, I am also in the wheel. Just to let you guys, the guys know the previous 3 episodes, I have not entered my name in the wheel because Denison's usually in the wheel. So I'm just going to put myself in there for this time around. But if I do win, I will be spinning it again, and I'll be adding in another winner. Alrighty. Okay, so here we go, guys. Let me just quickly get the. Let me get this up. It's the table of winners and what they're going to be winning. So I think that's pretty important that I have that up here and ready to go. Where are we here? Here we go. Alrighty. Okay, guys. So here's the wheel of names. Our first prize is one of the new machine building V2 packs. Alrighty. So in this pack you've got a head, arms, legs, body of one of the OG machines, varying rarities, but you do get 4 NFTs in each of these building packs. It's going to be the first 6 prizes are going to be these V2 packs. Alrighty. So let's get going. And Chase, I'll get you to read out the winners' names, mate, if that's okay with you. Are you there?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's all good. Okay, all right. I thought we'd lost you. All right, all good. Okay, let's go. You all right to read out the names, yeah? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's our first winner for a machine building V2 pack. Oh, there we go. It was the last guy to get in. Well done. RWTBW.wham. Congratulations. You've just won yourself a V2 building pack. Excellent. Number 2. Here we go. Got another V2 building pack. Hey, that's me. I'm so lucky. All right. So I will do another one on top of that. Alrighty. So here's our third winner is also a V2 building pack, and that's ZZEBA. Congratulations. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Third winner. Number 4 is our fourth V2 building pack. And that's a PL3RC.wham. Congratulations. You're our fourth winner for the machine building pack, the V2 building pack. Number 5. Here we go. Alrighty, and we've got DBZUM.wham. Congratulations. You're our fifth winner of the V2 building packs. Number 6. Off we go. SRRUG.wham. Congratulations. You're our 6th winner of a V2 machine building pack. Next, we've got the prize is kicked up a little bit of a notch. We've got a machine V2 building pack, plus we've also got a ZK33 machine pack as well. Alrighty. So here's number 7. I'm going to kick it in for number 7. Who's our 7th winner? Here we go. OVXTI.wham. Congratulations, you're our 7th winner. ZK33 machine pack and a V2 building pack. Well done. Number 8 is the same. It's another ZK33 machine pack and a V2 building pack. Here we go. Chased. That's yours, isn't it, Chased? I'm pretty sure it is. And I don't know what's happened.
I love it.
Oh, there we go. You're here. Okay, cool. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, mate. You are our eighth winner. So you scored yourself a ZK33 machine pack and a V2 building pack as well. I'm sure you'll be ripping them open, lickety split.
Of course.
Next, we've got another ZK33 machine pack. So this is our This is number 9. This is our ninth winner. And we've got YVY1M.wham. Congratulations. 9th winner. Here we go for number 10, and we've only got four places left. So we're going to start kicking this off. Alrighty, so this is another ZK33 machine pack and a V2 building pack. TM3BC.wham. Congratulations, mate. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Alrighty, now it's going to start getting interesting. We've got 3 users left, and we've got 3 packs left as well. So we've got 3 of the. So we've got the next one for 3rd place is a ZK33 machine pack plus 2 machine building V2 packs. Alrighty. So we're going to kick this off here. So this is for 3rd place. And that's a T4BUI.wham. Congratulations. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And this is for 2nd place, but this will also be sort of tell you what who wins the grand prize today. But for our 2nd place prize, here we go. Good luck. And we've got an EBHBA.WAM. You've just won yourself a ZK33 machine pack plus 3 of the machine building parts packs. Alrighty, the V2s, well done. And then I'm just going to spin this because I'm sure he wants the glory. So I'm going to spin this. This is for our grand prize. And we've got 2SGD.WAM. Congratulations, you are our grand prize winner. You've got a ZK33 machine pack plus. We're going to give you 5. That's right, 5. That's 20. That's 20 NFTs. 20 of them. 20 of the machine building packs. Alrighty. Sorry, 5 of the machine building packs. You get 20 NFTs across all of them. All right. Well done, guys. Fantastic. Well, I know that everybody here has won something today, so that's fantastic. Hopefully, you guys are happy with all of your winnings. I know I am. I got one, yes, and I know Chase got one as well. Congrats to all. Yep, very good, very good. Alrighty, guys. Well,
congrats, guys.
Yeah, congrats.
Hey, Al, one last thing.
Sure.
LB wanted us to give a sneak peek of the new website.
Okay. The new website. Have you got the link for me?
He dropped it in the mod chat. I can grab it if you need me to.
Okay. Hold on. Let me have a quick. I'll quickly buzz over there. So I didn't realize that he'd posted that, and I've been busy this morning getting things ready.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Okay. So, am I just sharing the image of that, or is there a link chased for that?
I think that's it. I'd probably just click it and open it in a new tab, and then share your screen properly.
Yep. Cool. All right. Awesome. That's what I'm going to do. Alrighty. So let me quickly just save this real quickly, guys. Sorry, 1 second. And I'm going to share. I need to add a scene into my Twitch, guys. 1 second. So yeah, this actually looks really cool. I like the upgrade to what he's done. I think that it is. Well, I guess everyone's going to see it. It doesn't look like Migor. Is that Migor? Chase, do you know if that's Migor?
I'm not 100% sure. Kind of looks like it.
It does a little bit. It does look a little bit like Migor, but it doesn't. But also at the same time, it's not that. It's not the I guess the what do you call it? Here we go. So everyone can see here. I'm opening up this. So this here is going to be the new web page. It does have a little bit of a tinge of sort of pinky purple to it, but it's definitely not that bright, vibrant sort of pinky purple that we've come to see on the Migor. In previous images, especially on the current website. But still cool, nevertheless, really cool. I really love the whole space aspect. How there's a sun sort of almost tucked right around the planet there. It's very nice. All the tabs have been completely redesigned. The login button is directly on the Migor there under the Machine Army sort of sign. So yeah, really cool, guys. And I imagine that this website is going to be the first step in our interactions with the actual Machine Army sort of metaverse, right? So this is where we're going to be able to log in. We're going to be able to do some trading. There's a market tab as well. There's drops, there's staking, open packs, upgrade inventory. So, this is going to be the new website where we're going to be able to interact with a lot of the smart contracts that LB is bringing, and also just the platform as a whole. So, yeah, really, really interesting. Really looking forward to it. I'm sure we're going to hear an announcement about it very, very shortly, at least within the next couple of weeks, I imagine. So something definitely to look forward to, guys. Migor's evil twin. I was thinking Migor was already a little bit evil, but if he's got an evil twin, then that'd be pretty cool as well. Definitely. I don't know whether that's Exodus yet. We don't know. We're going to have to wait for some more information. But yeah, really cool, guys. feel free to take a screenshot of that. I'm sure you'd love to sort of see that and have a little bit of a look and a little bit of a feel of how this thing's going to actually turn out. But yeah, great stuff. Really, really good stuff. This is all starting to look really, really exciting. What about you, Chase? You got any opinions towards this? I'm just going to see if I can actually open this any further. No, I can't. No, that's pretty much that's the view that I've got. But anything else from anything else that you can see from this that you're really excited about, Chase?
Well, let's see. I mean, we've got upgrade and open packs, so we won't have to be doing that on Nifty anymore. We've got staking, which everybody loves. We've got a drops tab.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty exciting, and the market.
And I guess also this will be maybe this is the screen that you'll see once you log in, right? So I guess obviously you've got to log in with your Machine Army account that you create that we talked about before. But that's also, you're going to have your Wax address and your wallet linked to the website too, which basically means, it looks like we might not have to open our packs or do any blending or anything on Nifty blocks, or maybe not for much longer anyway, which is really, really cool, because I do know that there are certain things with Nifty blocks that I know Lightbringer personally would prefer not to use them if he didn't have to. So I guess this is his answer to that, which is great, right? Yeah, if you run everything in-house, then it runs how you want it to run. You don't sort of have to conform and change things and customize things to suit another platform. It's all straight on your platform. And I guess as players, the less that we have to interact with third parties, the better. Because if the last thing that we want is to have a delay or an issue with our experience with the game because there's a connection issue or something's down with a third party. That would suck, right? So I think, having that direct access to the platform to be able to do those sorts of things and not have to do them on a third party platform is definitely advantageous.
Yeah, it looks like here we've got just about everything that you could do on Nifty or Atomic Hub, so I think that's really awesome.
Pretty much, yeah. And I guess the trading tab there in the market as well, those would be really, 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 really interesting to see how that's laid out. Is it laid out pretty much exactly like it would be on Atomic Hub, just in Machine Army style? Is it just API'd to Atomic Hub, so it just displays and takes and grabs information like a webhook, just grabs information from Atomic Hub and throws it into there? Or is it a completely separate market that's run by Machine Army and the Machine Army community, which I think would be really cool as well, right? Because, the last thing I guess that, well, for me anyway, personally, I like to not have to interact with bots. I accidentally dropped an NFT with an unmodified link in another server just the other day, and it was totally by accident. I'd already made the changes and the edits to the link solve, but I just posted the wrong bloody link. That within a millisecond was scooped up by a bot, and within 5 seconds had already been posted for sale up on Atomic Hub. Right? So who feels like an idiot? Al does. But in saying that, maybe this market and the trading tabs on this website, on this new website, are going to be completely separate. So therefore, it's purely user driven, right? Which I think would be really, really interesting, because so far up until this point in time, it mainly has been user driven, but we've had little bits of bots involved as well, right? Especially when it comes to picking up all the drops and everything. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how that's laid out, how it's connected, what sort of market it is, who's driving that market and that trading channel. And even the drops too, right? Like who's picking them up. I think that'd be really, really cool. Chase, mate, if there's nothing else that you want to sort of cover, I'm extremely happy with having you on today, mate. It's been awesome actually, just to be able to sort of get your points of views on a whole bunch of different things, talking about the MMA and the Migor Maniacs Association and all the awesome things that you've been doing there and that you've got planned for there as well. So, mate, is there anything else that you want to cover before we end the stream?
I would just throw in a tiny little thing that I'm planning for MMA, which is I
Tiny
want
little.
to kind of open up a machine parts trading channel
Ooh.
just for figuring out what people have
Yep.
and what they want
I
and
think that's a
how
great
that trade
idea.
can be arranged.
Yep. I think that's a great idea. Yeah, definitely. Because I guess so far up until this point in time, there's no parts trading channel in the Machine Army Discord, and so and I personally haven't seen any plans written or anything like that to actually implement one. So that would be really cool if there was some sort of parts trading channel in MMA, because that would definitely bring in some players who I've already been messaged a couple of times saying, hey Al, have you got any parts for this? I've got XYZ, did you want to do a trade? So I think having that out for the community to see, to get involved as well, would be awesome, right? Definitely. So okay, that's really cool. And is that going to be purely driven in the machine in the MMA Discord? And he's not joining. He's not with us anymore. That's okay. Oh, he's back again. It might take a second for him to jump on. So, in saying that, I would like to think that would be purely community driven, guys. That would be something that would be really cool. I think that's if it was purely in the MMA. He crashed. That's cool, mate. No worries. All good. Are you with us again? Not just yet. He's still joining in. I think he's still joining into the stream. So anyway, guys, it's actually Father's Day in Australia today, the 5th of September. So I've actually got something booked with the family, guys, and you know what? I've had an absolute blast for this episode 4. I think we've covered so many cool different things that maybe there's some of us in the community that haven't been able to keep up with all of the stuff that's been going on lately. But I really do hope that everyone has gotten some value out of episode 4. I know I've had an absolute ball having Chased on here. Chased, if you are here and you're listening and you can talk, mate, feel free to cut me off. I'm just under the assumption that you're AFK for now. But I would like to thank you very much for coming onto the show. It's been a blast. Absolutely love doing the giveaways for those that can join us. So thanks very much for joining us, guys, for episode 4. There we go. He's there. He's in the chat. He said it's been great. Yeah, mate, it's been awesome having you on. Really appreciate it. And, we're going to have you on again further down the track once we sort of start to move further into and closer to, game launch and sneak peeks. And, there's so much going on, guys. If you haven't had a look at the roadmap yet, please do. It's on the Machine Army website. I'll make sure that I link it at the bottom of this video on my YouTube channel. We've still got 13 viewers at the moment. So, guys, thank you very much for hanging around, listening to us just talk about stuff. It's you guys in the community that have the passion to be here and to be involved as well. So that's why we give out some good giveaways from all of my listeners. Chase here has just written in the chat, very excited for what's coming up, and thank you, Al, for having me. There's a nice big exclamation mark at the end, which I know he means it. I know he does. Mate, you're more than welcome. More than welcome. It's been an absolute pleasure, and it's been awesome to finally, again, put a voice to the name. Although we've been interacting for quite a while now, I've never actually spoken to you. So yeah, again, thank you very much. Also, a very, very big thank you to Lightbringer as well. Again, mate, thank you for all the stuff that you've been doing throughout the past, however many months. I know you've been working non-stop and tirelessly on making sure that you've got all your ducks lined up for not just the releases that you've got in your roadmap, which you have been, flawlessly executing on time, but also in the pursuit for this whitelist as well. Alrighty, we all really appreciate it, and we're all here to support you. And again, it's such an awesome community, and I guess we all can't wait. We're all really super excited, and everything is looking fantastic. I can't wait for this website to be released. I can't wait till I can log in, sign in with my WAM, start staking, collect a couple of drops, chuck a couple of different, machine parts up in the market or the trading channel, and be upgrading as well, and open some packs. It's going to be so much fun, guys. My name's Al. Unfortunately, again, Dennison couldn't be here, but he will be here hopefully for the next episode, episode 5. It's going to be in a couple of weeks' time. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I didn't have any music on in the background this one, but I hope you guys have enjoyed our our a cappella interview. Once again, my name's Al. Thanks, guys. I'm going to end the stream right there. Have a good one.